Hi, welcome to another episode of Hot Takes with me, the Silver Fox. Heat pumps are Patrick Harvie's little wet dream. He says that heat pumps will save the world. Of course they won't. Nobody's got £35,000 to £40,000 to install them in their houses. Very few, in fact. In order to meet his targets, they'd have to install 80,000 heat pumps a year between now and 2030. That's not exactly how many they're installing a year. Indeed, they're only doing about 6,000 a year, and that's only amongst Scotland's wealthiest. Once you start getting out of the top 5% income bands, it's fallen to merely a few hundred a year. Not going to meet 80,000 anytime soon, is it? Which means we must more or less regard it as dead tech. Never going to happen, and the targets will never be breached. And it's no surprise. The cost alone of installation is prohibitive, and then the cost of running is much higher, because obviously electricity is much more expensive than gas. And in Scotland's cold climate, it doesn't offer the kind of heating that is necessary or needed. Indeed, it can be seen as a health hazard. It isn't even going to heat the water up high enough to kill the things like listeria or Legionnaire's disease. So what do you end up with? Cold, unheated houses, people freezing to death, too scared to use the hot water in case they die. But hey, look, we've saved the planet as India burns 1 billion tonnes of coal in a year. And boasts about it. Meanwhile, Patrick Harvie says, "Oh, I'm exempt, of course. I live in a flat. I can never have one." He just wants to impose poverty, misery and strife on everyone else because he's a miserable little Marxist. Please God, he needs to be voted out of office and never given any kind of authority again. After all, who's ever going to employ him? He's entirely unemployable. Hate-filled little runt, isn't he? No wonder they call him the imp. But this particular imp needs squishing, and fast. And whilst the heat pump laws are still on the books, of course, it's going to be utterly destructive to the housing sector, both rental and construction. And construction's suffering enough as it is already. So whoever comes in must dump heat pumps as quick as you can. They're the ultimate hot potato. Or perhaps that's not so hot potato. Thanks for listening. Bye.